What's up, Jax? This is Left Side of the Brain. And I was doing some thinking. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Leave the comments below. But anyway, I'm at the park, right? And I was doing some thinking. And you see how I just said I was doing some thinking and I broke out my camera? Well, I was saying to myself, soulless people, i.e. HPBs, are incapable of thinking. Now let's break down what thinking is. We never spoke about this before. Thinking is not just seeing images in your brain. That form of thinking is like a computer-based program readout. That's not really thinking. You see, like I'm doing right now, this is what thinking is. This is what thinking is. Thinking is the ability to ponder upon the reasons for why things operate the way they operate. But HPBs and soulless people, they are incapable of questioning the program. We never spoke on this. I probably have in some form or fashion, but I'm just making a video to kind of, solidify it, because we deal with different topics. And the spirit led me to do this. So, that's another thing that separates us from them. Because we can be like at a park or something like that. We can be actually thinking deep. While the HPB, they thinking stuff like, oh, it's nice out here today. I'm gonna break out this little walk or whatever, and I gotta be at work at 3, so yeah. Oh, I gotta pick my kids up from the daycare, or I gotta drop my kids off at the sitter tonight so I can go out with my friends and hang out uptown. That's how HPBs think, and that's why they so easily controlled, because they don't, and all they do is troll. They complain. When something is going wrong in the government, they protest, but protesting is a form of complaining. It's not thinking about, you see, they may question politics and things like, why did the president lie to us? Why did he make this decision? It's going to further put the country in a deficit. They may say things like that, but they don't question the entirety of everything. Like, they don't get to the root of the problem. Remember I did that video and I was saying how it's no such thing as justice in the HPB realm, and I was saying, how can HPBs protest for justice when they don't even understand what justice is? Because to understand what justice is, you have to have an understanding about the HPB realm. If not, you will be walking up and down streets with picket signs, protesting and yelling at other HPBs. So when you see protest and Black Lives Matter or White Lives Matter or whatever, that's just HPBs yelling back and forth at each other. And they never get to a conclusion about anything. They never say, why can't we figure out how to end the money system? Why are we doing this same repetitive 4-year presidency, and then 4 years later somebody else comes into office and the same thing is just played over and over and over. They never question things like that. So they just on this merry-go-round spin cycle. Just like the universe, it's in a spin cycle, a constant revolution around the same thing. And that same thing is the HPB gravitational pull that gravitates everybody around that center point of an illusion. They're revolving around an illusion. Isn't that something? Like they never get out of that revolution, that cycle. That spin cycle. Get it? Laundromat spin cycle equals brainwashed. And that's what they caught up in. It's funny how words tell a story when you start to decode the words that we use. Like I just did. It's like a spin cycle. They caught up in this revolution. Even the word revolution, it's like revolving, revolution, revolutionary. Yeah, you revolutionary, all right, because you're revolving around the same things over and over. And that's why when you think about it, thank you, Spirit, even guns can't solve the problem. Because when you think about revolutions, right? Let's say, for instance, the Revolutionary War. Okay, they use guns, but we still fighting today. So the Revolutionary War or the Civil War was the end all to all of the problems. Then why are we still fighting wars? That's proof in itself that you can't fight spiritual warfare with material guns and bombs and weapons. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Because if it was, they would have been solved the problem. So the very fact, thank you, Spirit, that's using the what I just did. I utilized the law of exceedings. I'm showing you how in this world they fight with material weapons, guns, spears, knives, bow and arrows, but it's not solving anything. So that's why spiritual warfare cannot be defeated by means of guns, missiles, and bombs. That doesn't do it. You see? Man, I'm really enjoying this day. It's nice out here, man. Like I say, if it wasn't for these insights that I get, man, I wouldn't even want to wake up, man. Because it's refreshing, man. An insight is like a shower in itself. It's like a shower, a bathing inside of your mind. It washes away the mundane programming. It gives you something new to reflect upon. And that's how you know when you're operating under the Spirit, because the Spirit will always make it exciting for you. Always something new. That's how you can tell if you're in a relationship with someone, if it's boring and you like, that's not the person for you. Because it's boring and it's mundane. They're not showing you anything new, whether it's a male or a female. They're not showing you anything. So why you with them? If I'm going to be with somebody, that person is going to be elevating me, or at least, you know, I'll be able to reciprocate information. Just like on this channel, every time you come to the Left Side of the Brain channel, you be saying to yourself, how much can Left Side say about this HPB information? But as you see, every time you come back, it's something new. Because this HPB information, it never runs out. Look how big this world is. You think I've covered everything about the HPB realm? No. That's why my channel strictly deals with HPB information. We never get enough of this. It never runs out. Never runs out. Every day, a new human prison bar is born into this world. You know? And that brings something to mind. Like, I did a video yesterday about DMX, and it was some people in the comment section like, they were saying like, left side DMX is a HPB. Why you worried about him? But as you see, if you go watch the video, the message of that video was, it was a shout out to all of the united souls who have lived and passed, but nobody recognized them. And I was basically saying DMX was recognized for being famous, you see. And then I was like me, for instance, if I was to die, right, which I've already died because the old system is out of me, so I'm a new man. But nobody recognizes you or me when we see this thing for what it is. They don't celebrate it. Oh, a person broke out of the HPB realm. They can finally see, oh, let's have a day of celebration dedicated to all of the people who see and who eyes were opened before they died. Nobody does that. And that's what the video was about. And basically I was saying that DMX, he saw something, because you can tell. I can look in a person's eyes. I'm not saying that he fully woke up, but he could have died at the point of trying to break through. You know what I'm saying? See, some of these HPBs, some of these people, right, they can die and was almost about to break through, but they got to come back. So he could have been on that breaking point, because you can look in his eyes and tell that he saw something wicked in that industry. DMX wasn't no dumb person like that. And then we don't know what type of amends he made with the creator during that time when he was in that coma. So we can't speak so soon. You see what I'm saying? You can't throw everybody out like that, because he wasn't he wasn't fully dead like that. I believe sometimes even in a coma state, that's a reality. He can be communicating with spirits or anything, and he could have made an agreement and straightened himself out before he finally left out of here. You see what I'm saying? Because even in your dreams, you fighting the HPB realm. Even in a coma state, you fighting between the reality and the illusion. He could have made a reckoning, and based on his songs and him reaching out to the higher power, that's possible that he could have, in a coma state, because he wasn't just laying on that bed, you know what I'm saying? He could have been somewhere in the spiritual realm making an amends before he totally separated from this third dimensional reality that we live in. So you can't speak so soon about him like that, you know. Only thing we can say is during his life he was suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in that video, somebody tricked him to smoke crack at age 14. So I never took no crack. So they say it's 100 times more addictive than sex. Now, some of you probably smoked crack before. I'm never trying to smoke no crack, okay? The only thing that I can probably equate crack addiction to being like is life itself. Because when you think about it, survival itself is the strongest addiction there is. Because a person will do anything to survive, just like a person will do anything to get that next hit of crack. So that's so if it's that strong to where they gotta have it and they can't shake that addiction like that, the only thing I can think of that's on that level is life itself. Because we We live to survive. The first law of nature is what? Self-preservation. And that's an addiction. We wake up every morning, we're addicted to getting up out of the bed. So if crack is as strong as they say, then I'm not going to judge him. All I'm going to say is he could have made some type of amends in that coma he was in. Do y'all agree? If you don't agree with me, if you want to add to what I said, leave it in the comment section below. That's how I feel about it. I could be wrong, you know? That's just an opinion. Now I'm telling you, I'm giving my opinion. If I'm telling you a fact, I'll tell you, and I'll use the law of exceedings. I don't know if that's what happened to him, but I'm saying it's a possibility. So because there is a possibility, we can't throw him out like that. Because there was somebody saying, "Oh, forget about him" and stuff like. But I'm like, yo, you can't do that because there is a possibility. Now, if it was one of these HPBs that you know, and they never showed no type of if they never showed an inkling of spirit or soul, you already know what happened to them. Because one thing about everything, people will give some type of self-evidence of what type of person they are. Because your life is a testimony of whether you had a soul or not. When you listen to DMX music, you know, he got deep on some stuff. Probably not as deep as, you know, us or whatever, but he did touch on some things. So like I'm saying, he either made amends or he just had to recycle and come back to this HPB realm. That's what I'm not trying to do. Dang, I kind of got all off topic, but yeah, basically what I'm saying is, back to the point of the video, thinking is something it's a attribute of having a soul. So never confuse these HPBs with us. They have emotions. Even their emotions can't override the programming. And that's why when you get in conversations with them, and if you say something that goes against the programming, they get upset. They not able to control their emotions when it affects their programming. Like if you say something against the programming, they're gonna get mad. Have you ever spoke to somebody like that? Like you be speaking logical and you be saying to yourself, how in the world can you not understand or get what I'm saying? Why are you so irrational? The answer to that is the person cannot think beyond this HPB realm. That's the reason. And we take it for granted that just because these people, the illusion of sane, because they look like us, they got two legs, that the illusion of sane will have you think just because things appear like you, that it has the same abilities as you. Just because they walking on two legs and got two arms swinging, and they on a little scooter bike, like I see somebody right now in front of me. Just because they can do those things, it doesn't mean they can think. You think just because they can drive a vehicle and they can think when to hit the brakes and they can operate and they have reflexes. See, all of that is connected to the HPB realm. Their reflexes is connected to the HPB realm. Driving directions, the steering wheel, all of that is connected to the program. So yeah, they can think on that level. But when it comes to what I'm doing right now, they're not able to do it. And the proof is this. If they were, you would see more of them doing it than just the left side of the brain channel. That's the proof. That's the law of exceedings. Right now, I'm looking at people, they playing on a field right there. Like they playing flag football, and they just enjoying it they self. But see, the illusion of sane would have you say, these people, they at the park just like you. How are they any different than you? They throwing the football, they walking the dog, they throwing the frisbee. They got the same feelings just like you. That's what the illusion of sane would have you think. They're just like you. They're just enjoying their time. No. Everything they doing is an illusion to make you think that they are not human prison bars. Because by them out here playing and riding their bikes and on the swings and pushing their kids on the swing, that's to make you think they not these evil HPBs that left side of the brain is making them out to be. That's to confuse you and to trick you to believe, oh, these are just humans and they just out here with their kids and they just cooking out on the grill or whatever. That's an illusion to make them appear to be innocent. The devil comes like a wolf in sheep clothes. But underneath that garment, he is a ravenous wolf out to devour your soul. Just like these demon couples you see. Remember I spoke about that? You be at the park or whatnot, and you see these demon couples walking around holding hands. They demonic. Demon couples. They all around you. They got their kids and, they walking around. They demonic. Demons. And they trying to trick you into believing they innocent. They don't speak about the HPB realm. They never speak about it. But yet they exist. Do a prison bar ever open up his mouth and say, hey you, I'm a prison bar. Hey you, I'm put in place to keep you from escaping. Hey you, I'm a prison bar. Does it ever say that? Does a lock to a house, does it ever say, hey, I'm a lock to keep you out? No, it doesn't say that. But if you try to go against it, it's going to operate like it was designed to operate. It will operate to keep you out of the building because that's what it was designed to do. But it's never going to tell you this is what I'm designed to do. And that's why these HPBs never tell you that they are human prison bars. Do y'all see how this stuff is real? It's so simple. Do y'all see how it makes so much sense? That's why I have no tolerance for people who try to act like this is something that I'm making up or schizophrenic or something like that. No, this stuff is real. If it wasn't real, that means every human that lives is just stupid and dumb. Because why is it humans haven't learned how to live in peace and harmony after all of these billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of people who've been born and died and people still haven't figured it out? That's telling you because it's not designed for them to figure it out. They human prison bars. They never gonna do it because they just billions and billions. What, like I said, that video I did, that math formula, all of them people being born, it doesn't change anything. It's not going to create a solution because the majority of them are human prison bars. So it's not going to create a solution. They just giving birth to the problem. Another HPB born, another HPB born. That's all it's doing. But y'all, this video is getting overextended. How y'all like it? Tell me in the comment section below. This is Left Side of the Brain. This concludes today's video. So let me go ahead and upload this. I just wanted to deliver that message for today. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And this says Left Side of the Brain signing out. HPB's Jaguars up, HPB's down.